moving on to Uranus in the 12th house and its downfalls. My name is Tracy Leela with soul2soul.ca. I want to encourage you before I get started and talk about some of the downfalls and the hidden traits, encourage you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on your notifications, and please know that your engagement on my channel helps my channel to grow, and the whole purpose is to reach more people who are in need of some healing, and that's what it's all about. So let's get started. The downfalls. Uranus in the 12th house can be very detrimental. The 12th house being the house of addiction, and Uranus being of our inner world, Uranus being of trauma connected to past lives, can create a physical crisis. Uranus is about our inner world that creates a physical crisis that suddenly, and it just happens out of nowhere. And when we're talking about 12th house of addiction and of really challenging life experiences, trauma with Uranus there, this can be very, very hard. Again, it all depends on the conditions. It depends on the aspects of the 12th house. It depends on what other planets are there as well. For an example, my son has Uranus in the 12th house, but he also has Jupiter there. And so, well, of course, having a mother who is of healing and breaking some cycles, he is living quite a beautiful experience of a 12th house person with Uranus there. But again, each person is individualized in our life experience. So the downfalls can be detrimental. I say this so we really understand that this is kind of just a general idea of Uranus in the 12th house, of any planet in the 12th house in my series, but we really have to look at all conditions. So please know that. Disclaimer. The Uranus is of long term. It's of the mind. It's of our inner selves. It's of trauma, creating an outside social crisis. And when you look at the 12th house of addiction and fall and incredible, deep and hard mental health problems, institutions such as mental institutions, jails, hospitalization, you can see how this could really create a downfall crisis for a person. There would be sudden hits of things that disrupt you, sudden hits even of healing, sudden hits of that undoing, of realization. There's spiritual gifts that come with Uranus, and I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole other video that is coming. But as we know, Uranus creates those sudden things out of the blue that is meant to really disrupt our life in order to keep us on track in our soul's evolution. We have to be very careful with it being in the 12th house, because those eruptions can have a person who has this planet there fall deep into addiction and substances, trying to cope with all of this that's happening. And so I will leave that with you until next time.